Hi, my name is Lafaya Mitchell, licensed marriage and family therapist, and I'm here today to discuss with you some of the effects of this COVID pandemic and all of the other very strange things that are happening around the world. So, some of you may find that you're feeling a little bit less motivated to do anything. You may find that you're very irritated or easily agitated with family members or friends or even coworkers. We may also be experiencing some sadness, some feelings of even heartbreak at times because you miss those that you were accustomed to seeing before. I've heard from many, and I've felt this myself, that the monotony of every day. So it just feels like every day is the exact same, like we're kind of caught up in this Groundhog's Day moment, which is completely and totally traumatizing. And I really want to help with whatever it is you're going through. We can kind of target the stress and depression and anxiety that we're all feeling right now. 3 of my top suggestions are to improve your self-care. If you were not good at it before, you are definitely not going to be good at it at this time right now when you're not feeling at your best. So now you have to be intentional about self-care. And when I say good self-care, I mean those traditional things like good diet. This is just so that we can feel good about ourselves. If we're not eating good things and we're taking in lots of sugar, lots of processed food and all of that, we're just in general going to feel a bit more sluggish than we would if we were to eat healthier foods such as, fruit and vegetables. I know they aren't the most fun, but they will have you feeling better. And make sure that you're exercising, and I know everybody says that, they say it all the time, but it's especially important right now. We need to get up and we need to move around because lots of us are just stuck at home. Even if you don't have somewhere to go, make sure that you're making a point to maybe set a time of day where every day you just go out. Your body knows, your mind knows that you're gonna get some fresh air, that you're gonna be able to kind of clear your mind, take in some vitamin D from the sun out there. There's something about that, just kind of sitting still and not moving around, that keeps us feeling a bit down and anxious. Really tune into the importance of taking good care of yourself. Suggestion number 2 is relationship management. This one is a real toughie because right now everybody's getting on everybody's nerves. Even the best of us are getting caught up at this point now. We're not accustomed to spending as much time as we're spending now with our spouses, significant others, and children or other family members. And so now we're kind of stuck in the same space with them, and now we're like, boy, I did not recognize that you were so annoying before, right? Some tips on managing your relationships could be specifically use of the Lafaya way, because So step 1 is to find your calm. Basically what that means is that most of the time we are not calm in tough situations. And so we have to actually seek, search, really be diligently persistent about finding our calm. Second is to understand the real truth about what's going on. A lot of times it's not necessarily what the other person is doing. Like maybe before they didn't irritate you as much with a certain thing it is that they do. Now you're finding that you're extremely agitated with some of these little things that didn't really bother you as much before. Understanding the real truth just means acknowledge that. So when you're feeling the irritation and the irritation is really, really strong, acknowledge that the whole COVID thing is playing a part in that. That being stuck at home is playing a part in that. It's not just the fact that the dish was left in the sink again. There's stress all around the world right now, and just kind of tension everywhere. And so keep in mind that you may already be tense before you get started. Keep in mind that the other person you're dealing with may already be tense before you get started. The next step is to acknowledge your own truest intentions. So none of us really want to be in a space where we're fighting with the person that we love. Okay, our truest intention is that they do less of the thing that we don't like and more of the things that we do like, right? If that's the case, then you're actually dealing with your family member according to kind of a problem-solving type of perspective, as opposed to a they kind of suck perspective. Instead of telling them that they suck because they don't do this, that, or the other, you get more into it makes it really tough for me to want to do nice things for you when I see this thing around the house all the time. Like, I really want to be able to do nice things for you, but you're like tying my hands on that. Say you have a child at home who Every time you leave out of the door or you want to go to the store, there are 5 things they want, right? Sometimes it could just be that, hey, yep, I wouldn't be comfortable getting that for you because I asked you to say take out the trash like 3 days ago and it never happened. So then you're not really telling them that they suck. You're just showing them, hey, look, this is what I need in order to give to you the things that I really want to. And then step 4 is to make sure that you're recognizing when other people are trying hard. Recognize when you yourself, you're like trying really hard to get along better with others. Give yourself credit for that and reinforce for yourself and the other when you see that the interactions are going the right way. And then just continue to repeat. Keep cycling through and making sure that if you're not calm, you get there. If you're not dealing in the real truth, you get there. And if you're not like reacting according to your truest intentions, which like if you're yelling or guilting or doing anything like that, you're not really reacting according to your truest intentions because you didn't wake up in the morning thinking, yes, I'm gonna be so angry with the people that I love today. Like nobody does that. Or if somebody asks you, hey, is your goal to be like angry and yelling at people every day, right? If your answer would be no, then you're not reacting according to your truest intentions. So to recap, my first 2 suggestions were good self-care and good relationship management. Now, my third and final suggestion for dealing with this COVID madness around your house is to create a consistent schedule for yourself. It's really, really, really important to make sure that you know what you're doing every day, that you know what you have to look forward to, and that you're not feeling bad about yourself because you're not getting certain things done because you don't have it scheduled in. When you're stuck at home, it's like you have all the time in the world, which completely and totally throws you off. So if you have all day to do it, then there's not going to be a specific time of day where it feels okay doing it. Or that won't be an easy thing to do unless you set it up consistently. So you set up your day's schedule just like you would at work or at school. Schedule in your breaks. You definitely want to make sure that you have that consistent schedule set for yourself because it'll make things easier. It'll make it easier to get the tasks done. You won't feel like you have something hanging over your head all day long, and so you're never really able to relax. But then also make sure that you schedule in fun time as well. This is something that people really fail to do. And when you fail to do that, you tend toward getting a little bit depressed because then it feels like there's nothing to look forward to. It just feels like, oh my goodness, all I do is work or I'm bored or, the more you create a situation where you have something fun to look forward to, the better you're going to feel about the rest of the days of your week. Basically, you're creating like kind of a weekend dynamic for yourself. Definitely encouraging you to, when you plan fun things, to make sure that you're staying safe, making sure you're following all the social distancing, requirements and all that, because we want to try to get rid of this pandemic as quickly as we possibly can around here, people. Be creative with it. Find things that you really like. If you like to dance, have a dance party. Put up Just Dance on your big screen and everybody in the house just, make a fool out of themselves dancing. Like that's major fun. Have a family game night. Now really stick to it. Be creative with your fun time. I'm hoping that some of the suggestions that I gave today will be helpful to many of you and can maybe bring you out of some of what looks a little bit like depression or anxiety. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Make sure that you leave feedback down in my comment section, and also, keep in mind that I'll be generating videos for you about once a week or so. I really want to hear what you would like to hear more about. This is Lafaya Mitchell signing off. Stay you and stay true.